This is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are well. This is Monday evening, but of course, this is timeless. So whenever you watch it, is when you're meant to receive the message. So this reading is about self-love and self-care. I could easily went with like a more pinkish tone for the lighting, but I went with green, and I also have a green shirt. So I was getting like this energy of healing and grounding. So if that's how you've been feeling, like you need to get more grounded, work on that sense of healing a little bit more, then this might be your message. I'm hoping I don't get flags because I have like music going on in the background very, very low. I feel like it's low to me. I hope you guys don't even really hear it. As if you guys don't hear it, then that might mean that it doesn't register an algorithm for YouTube because I don't want to get flagged. But I'm like tired of listening to like the other stuff that they like, the alternatives. Like I don't really feel like listening to that stuff right now. So I kept saying, like, I kept hearing "Let's Not Play the Game" by Maxwell, and I have it playing in the background. I turned it down just a tad bit just in case it's too loud. But I'm hoping that y'all hear it just slightly, but not to the point where the algorithm picks it up. And my girl Lati is here at Tears of Wheat Tarot Show. So definitely, excuse me, definitely check her out. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And also, for those of you who, oh, I hope I don't have hiccups. I hate hiccups. I feel like I might have hiccups. um, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I feel like you'll like what you see here. Oh, come on. I think I might have hiccups. I hate that. I don't know how much I could do the reading if I have hiccups. I hate hiccups. And then for those of you who have been rocking with your girl for a bit, welcome back. So I love you guys. Thank you for the continued support. We had like a really like cool donation based reading prior to this for going on like 2 hours, and I was like really shocked because like I only expected to be on there for maybe 20 minutes, to be completely real with you. And yeah, it was kind of cool. I was like, okay, these people actually here and like showing up. And my girl Lassie was one of them. So yeah, definitely check her out. So I'm trying to think where I want to go with this, like starting out for this reading, because as you guys know, this reading is a self-love and self-care reading. So I just want to get like a little bit of momentum going about like where you guys are currently and kind of dive deeper from there. Um, I got drawn to more than one deck, so I'm just kind of like teeter-tottering back and forth. I feel drawn to these, so I'm going to load these to start. Alright, so I'm going to start with the Healing Waters Oracle deck. And yeah, we'll just kind of see what Spirit says, go from there. Alright, I cleansed this. Okay, I will start with this. You guys noticed I was speaking perfectly fine just a second ago. All of a sudden, as I'm about to start shuffling the cards, there was this like, I heard sputum. I don't know if you guys have like asthma, or you're dealing with some type of breathing problems. I heard sputum. That's the word I heard. Like post nasal drip. Because again, this is self-love and self-care, right? There might be something going on physically with you guys that you guys have been ignoring or need to pay attention to. I did cleanse and everything before I started and all that, but I'm just picking up on these energies. And so if you guys have been having like the sniffles a lot, post nasal drip, something going on in the chest area where like you feel like when I cleansed, I couldn't breathe for a moment. I had to like take a moment to like debrief and just like, I thought it was anxiety, but maybe do any of you have asthma, bronchitis? That makes a lot of sense. I was picking up on something like that, like this energy of like having a hard time breathing, whether it's in the chest area or in the nasal area. Like I'm getting like a hard time breathing. So that's something that somebody might need to get looked at. Or it might be like a chronic thing, but like they're just saying like just make sure like okay, like just for myself, like using myself as an example, I have my asthma pump right here. You know, like sometimes you might have to use it. If you have nasally stuff going on, I got that too. So it's like I get it, you know what I mean? But some of you might be going through stuff like that. Allergies might be high for you. Like taking deep breaths might be hard for you right now. Getting something like that. That seems very specific for somebody. So I do hope that is making sense. And for those of you who it doesn't, you're like, what the fuck is she talking about? She's a weirdo. I mean, hey, you know, I'm channeling a message. So for somebody who ends up watching this, or somebody who's currently here, they needed to hear like, okay, your breathing issues need to be addressed, right? So, and someone literally just said, and this is somebody who I'm really close to, said bronchitis is an issue for them. And I actually have an emergency pump for bronchitis. So like, there you go. Right. I was picking up an anxiety before I even started the reading, and right now in the background, Bag Lady by Erykah Badu is playing. I'm getting for some of you, there's things that you need to let go of. Take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. 7:37 when I said that. But there are some individuals who will end up watching this or are currently here. There's some stuff that you have to release, let go of, right? That you're holding on to way too tightly. And it's like, these are things that are causing you some issues, right? You have the sirens, use your voice, expansion, freedom. This was in the reverse. As I was talking about, something was going on in this area. Even in the last reading I did, I picked up on that energy. So this could be piggybacking off of that a little bit. Now, granted, the readings that I did before was actually technically like individual readings, but like a lot of those readings were like kind of tied in together about like things like not speaking your full truth and things like that. So, you know, some of those individuals might end up popping up in this, and you know, you might resonate. So I'm getting like you're being guided and called to do something, and you're possibly ignoring it, and they're saying stop doing that shit. The pink dolphin celebration, well, it says, okay, start over. The pink dolphin says celebration, fun, unbridled freedom, and open heart. So they're saying that this is a time to have fun, express yourself, do things that actually like make you feel warm and just like happy, and you know, don't question it, right? Just do something that makes you feel good. The healing lagoon, rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal. It's safe to stop. I'm getting that a lot of you guys have been working, like you're in overdrive at this point, and you're not taking care of your physical vessel. Raise his hand. This is a time to focus on self-care, hence the reading. And that's probably why I was drawn to doing this reading in the first place. So it's okay to tell yourself, I need a break. I need to take time to focus on myself. Like there's nothing wrong with that. And if you've been feeling like scared to do that, They're saying, like, don't feel scared to do that for these things. King tide, plenty, prosperity, what the fuck? Plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. Like, you know, you're meant to have a full, abundant, happy life, you know, but you question that. Sometimes you might not feel like you're worthy of that, and you are. You're definitely worthy. Immerse yourself on the bottom of the deck. Training, learning new hobbies and passions. There are things that you're passionate about this time that they want you to, like, hone in on more and channel in more. So focus on that. Pay attention to that. Got 2 cards, I think. Yeah, 2 cards together that came out. So we have the Healing Lagoon here again, right? Talks about that. Rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal. It's safe to stop. Yes. There's a very important message there, because it's showing up again. The fact that you guys need to focus on your overall well-being, right? And not, you know, keep yourself stifled or keep yourself in this position of, oh, I have to do everything a certain way. But like, it's easier said than done. I get it. Trust me. I totally understand. But right now, they want you to understand that this is a time to focus on the overall well-being. Okay. We have making waves here. Momentum is building. It's your time and achievement. I feel like those came all together. I feel like it's saying, like, these achievements that you're working towards are coming towards you. However, you have to understand, like, you know, in order to be able to welcome these things in, you gotta make sure that you're in your best physical, you know, health and best self, right? You can't sit there and think that all these things are gonna come towards you when you're in a low vibrational self, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, especially spiritually. Like, you have to be in a, you know, in a positive space, right? You have to be faithful to your path, right, of where you're going, right? So you can welcome these things in. There are so many things happening around you that you're, like, you know, either ignoring, or you want it but you're not allowing it to come in. So, you know, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But you'll know, right? Look, bottom of the deck. Can't make this show even if you wanted to. Follow the stream. It's in the reverse. Dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. There are things that you are being guided to that are so much bigger and larger. I just heard larger than life. You might be Backstreet Boys fans for some reason. I'm picking up on that. Take it as it resonates. But some of you might be. But yeah, there's this energy of, there's a blockage towards where you're getting ready to go or head towards, because of the fact that you're not in the best, you know, mind space. The mind space is the biggest thing right now, I think. You know, I'm getting people who are kind of losing their sense of will, right? Their willpower is kind of depleting because they've been through too much. They meaning you guys who do happen to resonate with this reading. Some of you just feel like you've been through so much, you're like literally at your wits, and you're like, oh my god, like, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting, like, I almost start crying, but like, I'm getting people who are just like sad, losing sleep. I don't want to start fucking crying. Lord, please don't make me start crying. But that's why I'm picking up. That's the only thing I hate about live, is like, I can't cry on here and like press pause. I cry on readings all the time, but I can press pause and like I can resume later. Like, I can't do it on here. I just have to like regroup. I hate that shit. Yeah, you guys are going through it, you know, and it's like, And that explains why I felt how I felt when I cleansed. Like I felt like everything was like constricted here, and like I was having a hard time breathing, and I was just like, I'm getting anxiety. Like that's what I felt when I started this. So I am definitely getting this energy of, individuals who, you're going through shit, right? You're going through life and you're just like, God damn, when are things gonna get better? And it's hard, and you're just like, I just hope and pray that, my circumstances turn up, in a positive way. We have the ripple effect here. I almost said affection, and clearly it does not say that there, but I don't know if some of you are lacking affection in some kind of avenue in your life, like, with your family, friends, your kids, romantically, something, but maybe affection might be something. Maybe some of you have a love language of physical touch. That seems very specific for somebody. Um, very, very specific. That came out of like complete left field. I don't even think I've ever like brought up love languages on here. I might have, but like not like to that capacity. Like it was very specific. Some of you might be lacking that, like, that physical touch connection. But it does say part of something bigger, details are taken care of. They're like, you might not be able to see all the, like I said, that card literally had nothing to do with that, but that's a message I picked up on. So take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But they are saying like you've been feeling super blocked right now, right? And it's like, the thing is, like, there's so many things coming towards you. It's just a matter of allowing these things to happen and come in. That's what I'm getting. The pearl. Yeah, you've been through a lot of shit, guys. It's like the equivalent of like the diamond. You know what I mean? Like, it says alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. Think about how a pearl is formed, right? The pearl is literally like in a mollusk. There's a grain of sand, and it irritates the flesh of that mollusk, and they build a callus, aka the pearl, and it gets bigger and bigger until it turns into a pearl. That's the energy you guys are in. You've been through a lot of shit, right? From grit to grace. And also thinking about how a diamond is formed, right? From, all that pressure that builds and creates a diamond. That's you guys. You guys are, you've been through a lot of shit, and now you're just trying to navigate where to go from here. And the thing is, it's like, I think the biggest thing right now is the fact that you guys have to acknowledge the fact that you guys have been through so many things. Stop beating yourself up and allow yourself to feel what you feel. That's a big part of it. Like, I literally like was holding back tears just a moment ago because like I felt all of that. So just keep that in mind, okay? Because you guys are definitely on the right path, and they're trying to guide you. But I think that sometimes you guys, you ignore things because you're like, no, I don't know, like, kind of like, you shied away from things, or shy away from things, not shy, but shy away from things, because you're like, I'm not sure, I don't know if that's the way I'm supposed to go, whatever. And it's like, we're letting you know, like, we are guiding you along the way all the time. But release those burdens, right? With this 10 of wands here, they're like, please let that go. Like, we don't want you to be stuck in that burdensome space. Like, we want you guys to release and move on, right? And that's where you guys are headed. I do apologize if I'm not paying as much attention to the comment section, because I honestly can't see it. Anytime I put the ring light on, especially like weird colors, it's harder for me to see it. So I'm just like, hot sugar boy said, "Oh fuck, don't cry." Yeah, I cry on here sometimes. I'm an empath, so like if I feel the energy of other people, especially if there's a lot of people here, like I'm just like, I could be a whole shit show on here. Because I mean, I can regroup, but the whole point is like I feel all those emotions, you know. I've talked about it more than once on the channel, but there's been times where like people who've had like miscarriages, um, or abortions that they didn't want to have, like I've felt, or rapes, like I've literally felt these things happen on the channel while I'm reading, and like I start crying, and many of the people who are here can tell you and attest to that, and they'll be like, "Oh, she's not lying. Like she's felt those things." Um, yeah, I think one of the main ones I felt at one point in time was, well, rape was one of them, but like another one was also a miscarriage. That one was hard, and even in like a private reading, I felt that, and they didn't tell me that information. Um, it was a general reading, and they were like, you know, can you just like read for me? And I picked up on that they had a miscarriage, and I started crying. I had to like, it was a pre-recorded reading, and I had to press pause because I'm like, oh my god, like I think that they had a miscarriage, and they told me later that they did, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and they were having problems with fertility. And it showed up in the reading. I was just like, oh my god, like that's when I started realizing like I truly am an empath, like those type of readings. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I could pick up on a lot of stuff, but like to literally feel physical pain and things like that, headaches, back pain, things like that, palpitations, like those are like things that I've felt, throbbing in my feet. There was somebody who I read for who it wasn't their energy in particular, but it was, I think they were, was it their mother or their grandmother, one or the other, and like they were about to get an amputation because of diabetes. Like these are the things that I'm talking about. Like I don't make this shit up. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm not gonna go too much deeper into that before I like go off on a deep end like I always do, because you know, guys, I do have ADHD. My brain just keeps going. My mouth just keeps going. I'm just like, okay, shut up, nigga. Y'all probably like, shut up. Like, just fucking read the goddamn cards. I apologize when I get like that. Um, so let's see. Cups, okay. Yeah, trying to get your emotions in balance right now. I feel for some of you might have a lot of water in your chart. Or heavy water placement, like in the sense of like an important placement. Like for instance, for myself, I am a Scorpio South Node. Very important. Very meaningful placement to have, right? It allows me to understand a lot of the things about myself that I didn't understand before. But anyway, let's do a 3-card spread because I am kind of tired and hungry. Let's do a 3-card spread with an advice card as well. Yeah. All right. So 2 cards came out together. We have the Wheel of Fortune came out as like the energy of like your recent past, along with the 4 of Cups. I feel like a lot of you guys felt a great sense of dissatisfaction in life, like just and discontentment, like just like, again, when are things gonna get better? I'm over feeling like this all the time. Like, when is it gonna get better? But the thing is, there are these things happening behind the scenes that you don't necessarily feel and or see. And even if you do feel it, it's like you don't see you don't see the product, right? You're like, well, what's happening here? You know, like, are things gonna actually get better? You've been putting in that hard work and effort, right? The 8 of Pentacles is here. You've been putting in the hard work. Yeah, see, girl shocker. Hard work and effort into doing whatever it is that you're trying to work on when it comes to yourself, right? You're trying to remain enthusiastic. But again, Page of Wands on the top of the deck, like you're trying to remain enthusiastic and inspired. It's like a sense of inspiration, right? You might be even listening to like inspirational like podcasts and YouTube videos and things like that, things on your TikTok, like you probably even literally type in like hashtag inspirational or something like that. I'm getting something like that. Take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But this is the energy that you have been in, especially in the recent past, and it's like up to the current, like, you know, moments even right now. And they're basically just saying, like, there's nothing wrong with that in and of itself, but just, again, don't forget where you've come from, right? You've come a long way. And I don't think you guys give yourself enough credit for where you have come from. You guys have seen and felt a lot. And there's these emotions that are still there building up. And I feel like there's this energy of people who have things kind of festering within them. And this is a time to, one, it's a time to release it. The song in the background is Summer Rain by Carl Thomas. So it's like this energy of like, you know, when it rains, it pours, right? It's like life be life in. And, the thing is, it's like it might have taken an effect on how you feel about your overall sense of well-being, your overall sense of self-love and all that. And it's like your self-care might even be faltering because of it. And it's like that they want you to know, don't be in that energy, right? Allow yourself to be able to do things for yourself that you need to do. Love yourself more. Do things for yourself more. Find that inner sense of strength. I know that the lighting is kind of weird, so you might not be able to see that. But yeah, the strength. Yeah. They want you to, like, be able to find that sense of contentment within yourself to do the things that you need to do for yourself. If this is resonating, let me know in the comment section. Send reactions, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. So haven't done so already. I'm getting throat chakra for sure. You see how, like, there's moments where I'm like talking perfectly clear and all of a sudden I'm like jumbling over my words. That's you guys. That's y'all energy right there. You guys have been having a really hard time. There's anxiety attached to this, whatever this is. This is very specific. There's a heavy anxiety attached to somebody when it comes to having to speak their truth about something that's bothering them. And this is a testament to your value, your self-love, your self-worth. You have to talk to whoever this person is, whether it's work-related, romance, it doesn't matter. That's really obsolete. The whole point is there is something or someone in your energy that is like they're pulling on you so hard, and it's like literally I want to start crying again. Like there's something about whatever this is heavy as fuck. The song on right now in the background, you guys probably cannot hear it, which is good because that means that I won't get flagged. Music Soul Child, Half Crazy. Like, you're going half crazy about this shit. It's driving you up the fucking wall. You're like, I don't know what to do about this. A lot of anxiety here. And it's like, if it's romantic, it's like, look, you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, regardless, really. Regardless of anything. It doesn't matter if it's romantic or not, really. But, like, that might be the main thing that's, like, coming in. That might be why there's that emotion attached, right? It's like the emotion of being able to tell somebody, you know what? You fucked me over way too many times, and I'm going half crazy over this shit. I can't do it anymore. It hurts too much. There's something here along those lines, and I think that's why I got really emotional. And you gotta pick yourself, man. You gotta pick your fucking self. No more of this, because like my anxiety just went up over the fucking roof. What is my heart rate right now? My words are even coming out super fast. I talk fast already, but shit, goddamn, like, what is my heart rate right now? Like, I have to, like, do deep breathing. It says 1122 for my activity, score thing, whatever that is. I think it's about my heart rate or something throughout the day. But, Yeah, it's at 95. Yeah, it's at 90 fucking 5. And it's my heart rate. I'm chilling. Y'all see I'm just sitting here. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. Like but there's something about changes that need to be made, and you guys are also protected. You might be seeing the number 444 a lot. They're basically saying that, and I'm getting 555 as well, or variations of those numbers. Like there's these things that need to happen in your life so that you can move on, you know. Make some major changes to work towards your highest self and your highest good. All right, I'm sorry I'm talking like a mile, like miles per minute at this time. It's just I can't control this. It's just the messages are coming out like that. Every time I try to move to the next card, like I keep like regurgitating like something that needs to be said. Third chakra. So it's like there was something that needed to be said in that whole spiel. I hope that it was making sense and resonated. All right, tell us more. Yeah, those emotions, man, like came out challenging. The King of Cups, like, and this is I will say I feel like this is y'all. I think your emotions are all over the fucking place, and it's like Music Soul Child just said, like going half crazy. Like, is it worth me holding on? Like, these things that are happening in your life, these circumstances, these relationships, like, are they worth holding on? You're like you're between a rock and a hard place with having to, make head over heart fucking decisions. I kid you not. King of Swords. Challenging those emotions when it comes to your intellect now, right? So you can work on your happiness at this time. Okay? You guys are trying to work on your happiness so that you can, work towards your best self. Yep. And, feel a sense of stability. Right? King of Pentacles. You guys are all up in your different energies right now. And it feels all over the place. It's wishy-washy. And it's fucking scary. It's a lot. Very heavy. Very heavy. I can see why you guys have been feeling just off kilter, man. Like, wow, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. Whew. It's ironic because the only thing that didn't show up in the reading so far, because we have major arcana, we have all of the different elements with the exception of wands, and then as I was about to say, the only thing that has not shown up is wands, and then I kid you not, in the background right now that's playing is Freaking You by Jodeci. That's all wands energy right there. That's funny as hell. Yeah, so about well-balanced reading, huh? Got a lot of emotions going on and a little bit of everything going on. And now we finally have a wand. Two of wands here. Choices, right? Making a choice about something. And it's like a crossroads energy too, balancing the scales, And the thing is this, is like, whatever this is, there's 6 people in here and 4 lights. It's also like, other than the number 11, which is all about new beginnings, you're also getting, you're getting the okay, rewind. You're getting the new beginnings, but what comes between the beginnings, right? You also have to get the endings first, right? All those endings and the karmic lessons and all that stuff that had to come in order to come into that new energy, the new beginnings, right? And I love you too, my love. wait, I missed something. It sure enough did. Sure enough did. Are you talking about this one? Yeah, it has Aries energy all over it, baby girl. The Fool on the top of the deck. Again, it's new beginnings, right? Can't make this shit up. Yeah, starting literally from nothing, right? So it's like all the shit that's happening is fucking scary, right? It's fucking scary. Like you don't know what to do, right? You don't, as I say, you don't know what to do. I split the deck. Let's go. It comes out the fucking Two of Swords. Look at the like. If you don't understand tarot, let me just explain. It's all about a choice, a decision, right? But look how they have a mask over their eyes, like they're trying to figure it out. So you got two cards about choices here, mind you. This card is about confusion, though, right? This one right here in the middle of the deck. This is about confusion. You're in your fucking head about what it is that you need to do. You're like, oh my gosh, like I'm confused as fuck. Where do I go from here? This is about having more of a sense of clarity, right? Like you know what you need to do. So you embark on a new journey. The other one is like I have to take the rose covered like glasses off and say that okay, I see things for what it is now. You see the truth. Because there's mental confusion also here, right? What's the advice? God, I need to start wearing my glasses again. Goodness, I can't fucking see worth a damn. Now's the time for foundations. Alright, so we have two cards that came out together as the advice. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is about a sense of independence, right? I feel like that's the energy you guys have been in. You're just trying to do things for yourself, get things on and popping. You're like, how can I be of my highest good, my highest self? However, you know, don't be superficial with it. I don't know where that came from, but like, don't be superficial with it. Like, it's not about appearances. It's about how you actually are presenting within yourself, right? Like, it's real cute to be able to be like, oh, I have a credit score of, 750, or I have this kind of car, and I got this kind of loft, and I have this kind of career and this degree, and like, okay, that's cute and that's great. However, it's not always about the monetary shit. This is just a message I'm getting. It's also about being balanced within yourself, right? Feeling a sense of happiness within yourself, compassion, self-compassion within yourself. It's about being able to say that you can honestly, truly, not just monetarily speaking, stand on your own 2 feet without feeling like you need other people to validate you. Self-validation, big one. All these things come together, right? To create this person, you guys, who is going to be in this energy of somebody who's full and well off all on their own. They do not need another person validating them or any of that shit. That's just an addition to your life at this point, right? It's something that you would like to have, and when that time comes with the right person, beautiful, that's great. But you're able to do this by yourself already. You do not need anybody to do that for you, right? And a big part of that is that self-love, right? It's not necessarily showing up in the reading and the reading itself is about that, but you know what I mean? Like, the card itself doesn't say that, but that's the energy I'm picking up on. And pay attention, right? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Like, we got the the Page of Swords here, right? Being able to understand, right? Determine the difference between, oh, I'm independent, like, oh, I'm an independent woman, I could do it. Because a lot of you guys are women who are watching this. But even if it's not about being a woman, just, you're good by yourself. You don't need nobody. That energy, right? Of saying, oh, I don't need anybody. I can do everything by myself. Yes and no. You know what I mean? Like, there's some things that we definitely can do by ourselves and some things that we can't, and being able to determine and decipher what's the difference. And also knowing that, you know, you don't want to essentially outsource, you know, your validation towards other people, because that's not their responsibility, right? You need to be validated within yourself first before you can even think about being in relationships with other people, romantically in particular. So, again, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let me just get one more from here for the advice. So I hope that makes sense. I know, like, I could get a little bit wonky with my description of cards, but I'm hoping that what I just said made sense. You know, it's really just about that sense of independence across the board, not just monetarily, and being able to recognize the difference. Easier said than done, I think. Yeah, transitional period of your life, right? Six of Swords, moving on into a new area, and yeah, moving on into a new phase, I would say of life. Um, the Lovers, and there was major choices that needed to be made to get to this point. We talked about that before too. Um, Maybe away from a person who you really cared about, and this person might have had a lot of authority over you. In some cases, it might not be romantic. It could even be about like a father figure, right? Your dad, who, you know, maybe had a lot of control over you in a way, in some kind of way, shape, or form, that made it really hard for you to get to this point of sovereignty. I just heard sovereignty. Like, of this sense of freedom and sovereignty to be able to focus on yourself without worrying about the opinion of him and his expectations of you when it comes to relationships. This is also very specific. Take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. I'm getting a couple of different things. Okay. I'm getting somebody who might have had a kid out of wedlock, and their dad was very, very disappointed about that, and still kind of like shides them about that. Very, very specific. And then I also am getting for somebody, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't, but somebody who might end up watching this, maybe not the people who are here currently, but somebody might end up watching this, and it could also be somebody might have had, okay, getting more than one storyline, so I'm having a hard time here. I'm getting somebody who, like, their father never approved of the people that they dated, especially if you're a female dating men. Like, there was always something wrong with the guys type thing. And it's like, look, like, I can, you know, or you always were seeking validation from your father. Like, I'm getting daddy issues, let's just put it like that, for somebody. And just trying to figure out how to operate in that realm of things, right? I'm getting something like that. Trying to always impress dad. So I'm getting more than one thing here. If you had a kid out of wedlock, he was very, very disappointed in you. Or again, he never approved of your romantic partnerships. I'm getting something like that. It's very specific. Yeah, but and like, you know, a lot of pain there surrounding that with this Ten of Swords. A lot of pain, love, disappointment. Um, But yeah, very control. Yeah, and the thing is, it's like the world is underneath the emperor. It's like, you know, you're either severing ties with your dad, or this male figure in your life who might, you know, who you're resonating with this part of the story about. Um, I apologize. I'm trying to get the story. Yeah. So again, for somebody else, again, very specific, your father might have passed away. And this could be part of the reason why you're feeling all these different emotions. A separation of some sort, where you're not talking to them like that, or they're no longer here at all, physically. So it makes it even more complicated, because it's like, I can't even rectify things with my dad. Or this paternal figure, this male figure. For others, is a person that you were involved with was very, very controlling, or they were an Aries. You sever ties with them. There's more than one story going on here. So I do apologize if, like, it's not necessarily fully resonating, but there's a lot going on. Yeah, you're in your head a lot about this. A lot. Yeah, back and forth in your head about it. How do I, you know, find a sense of balance in myself about this? And I said this last Scarface deck, but I lied because I always do that shit. Um, yeah. So we got the sun here. So I think right now you guys are just trying to find happiness in your life in whatever way, shape, and form, you know, in a positive way, right? Growing and expanding. The Empress is here. So, like, you guys are just trying to do the best thing for yourself. A lot of major arcana has been showing up. You know, there might be love offers coming towards you, and you're just making sure that, you know, whatever comes towards you, it's worth the investment. You know, you're like, you gotta come correct or go fucking home, you know? I think, mentioned something about this. Yeah, sometimes they don't get it, right? So you understand. So I'm happy that that makes sense to you. Yeah, like you introduce your peoples to, you know, the people you're dating, and they're just like, who the fuck is that? And it's like, damn, can I like this is why I don't fucking talk to y'all shit. Y'all niggas about nothing. Like y'all be doing too much. Like I'm getting something like that. A lot of Aries energy showing up. Some of you might have Taurus in your chart as well. I just heard, or not just heard, but it's playing in the background. Y'all hopefully don't hear it, or if you do, it's like slightly. But Good Girls by Joe. Tell me why all the girls are taken every time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, talking about like all the good girls being taken every time. You know, gotta find me a girl, a good girl. Like there might be somebody in your energy who they're just looking for the right woman, and it's like, damn, we're the right person. And you know, and they're a good dude or a good woman, and like they just can't seem to find the person that they're like trying to be with. Like it's always something type shit. Alright, so I'm getting really tired. What time is it? Alright, it's 10 o'clock. Okay, let me try to end this reading because I ain't tired. I'm hungry. So I'm gonna pull maybe 3 from here and then 3 from like 2 other decks, and that would be the ends. All right, so we are going to pull from the practical self-care deck because this is a self-love and self-care reading, so this is mandatory, right? Again, if you guys have been resonating with this reading, hit that like button, subscribe, super important, and hit that notification bell so you know when I go on. So we have obsession here, focusing too much on a situation, the need to take a step back. I feel like that's you guys, to be completely honest with you. I feel like you guys, because this is not like a what's the tea or something, like I feel like you guys have been obsessing too much about something, possibly the opinions or something of other people, when it comes to what you're doing for yourself. And it's like, bro, like you gotta stop doing that, because we have what is officially on the spread. We have live your dream, never give up on your dreams, dare to live the adventure. Like you have to live within yourself, your own truth, what you want for yourself. Go out there, have fun. Don't worry about the opinions of other people. Opinions are like assholes, guys. Everybody has one. People are always going to judge. People are always going to have something to say. This is not their phase or their journey right now, right? This is about you. So you need to do what's going to make you happy. Easier said than done. I get it. Trust. But like, yeah. You might be doing a lot of shadow work right now, or have, you know, been doing it, or sorry, you might have been doing a lot of shadow work as of lately, or need to work on it. That's what I meant to say. Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. Remember I mentioned something about daddy issues. So some of you might be working on daddy issues. So, you know, maybe like, you know, when it comes to partnerships with people, you know, like, especially because most of you guys are women who watch, but, you know, you can always flip the roles if you need to. If you're a woman and or a female, you're resonating with the idea of it being like a daddy issue type of thing, you know, perhaps like, you know, when it comes to your partners, you're trying to seek out, you know, these connections with people and have certain traits that you wish that your father figure had. You know what I mean? I just also heard I can be your father figure, put your tiny hand in mine. George Michael. Someone might like George Michael or like that song. But yeah, like could be the one to love you till the end of time. That was my first white boy crush rap, by the way. And then when I found out he was gay, like later on, I was like, it was fine ass. He was fine as shit. That was a fine white boy right there. Love me some George Michael. But anywho, that and Justin Timberlake, that was my other white boy crush. But anyway, y'all can laugh. It's okay. So like George Michael with his tight jeans and the glasses and the 5 o'clock shadow and jean jacket on. Got to have faith to faith, baby. Sorry. If y'all needed to go laugh, yeah, there it goes. Baby, gotta have faith to faith. I love me some George Michael. But anyway, so that's more. But like I said, some of y'all might be having like daddy issues or something like that. Just saying. I'm not gonna take all this. I do see release expectations though. That was like 5 cards or something, 5, 6 cards. I'm not taking all those. But girl, you know what's funny? I swear to God, Lati, I just had a dream. I'm not just saying this shit. We were sipping whiskey neat. No, I'm just joking. About the whiskey part, but no, seriously. Like I had a dream that we like sat down, like we talked about like how we could go live together because you know we have that option on here, and we could do like double readings and stuff. I was like, that would be so cool. I just had that dream like maybe 3 or 4 nights ago. So crazy. That would be really cool. That would be so cool. Because, like, it's funny because, like, you know, we read, like, kind of differently, but the same at the same time. Like, a lot of times, like, the overall message is very, very similar. So, like, I'm just saying that. I think that's an awesome idea. And I keep getting, like, bad readings on myself for, like, especially, like, career stuff. Like, there's people that you're meant to collaborate with and put yourself out there with a network and, like, team up with who you know, are like-minded, all that. Aya, you could be another one. Like, come on now. I'm just saying. This could be a omen. I'm just saying. We talking about self-love and self-care, but you know, it could just be Lati just went live. Okay, I gotta finish this reading. I gotta finish this because my girl. All right. So sleep and rest. Yep, that's a big one. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. Absolutely. Absolutely. One more from here, and I'm going to pull from one more deck and out. One card from 2 more decks. So total of 2 more cards. I'll get the main messages from those, and I'm going to have to check my girl out because, yeah. And if you haven't done so already, definitely subscribe to Tears and Wheat Tarot Show and Aya Inspired Tarot. Some of my favorite readers around. Just saying, and release expectations. Expectations is here again. Do not focus on the money aspect of your dreams. Exactly, Lati. Abundance will come at the right time. Exactly. Look at that. This is so cool. Oh, we have ritual here. And to experience the magic of life, you must first practice it. Yes. Recognize how amazing you guys are. You are the fucking magic. Okay? Plan your career. So some of you guys, a lot of this has to do with career stuff for some of you. Create milestones and have a strategy to set yourself up for success. Middle of the deck of this deck here. Validate your past. I said this before. You did the best you could. Feel and empathize with your past, not judge it. Exactly. I said, see where you are, right? How far have you come? You've done so much fucking awesome shit. Like, stop beating yourself up all the goddamn time. You know? That whole, like, beating yourself up and, like, no more of that shit. Alright, one card from here. I'm not even going to read bottoms and tops unless I feel guided to do so. But one card, actual card from the deck, and then I'm going to pull from one more deck, and I'm going to check on my girl while I eat my dinner. Oh, as I said, I'm not going to read from the bottom. It's just natural. Intuition, though, is here. So follow your intuition. Your intuition might be very, very, very strong. D'Angelo, why did I say it like that? D'Angelo Higher from his first album is on in the background. We have Hydrate. Oh, I am super thirsty. So some of you might be dehydrated right now. I could resonate with that. I have a bottle of water next to me right now. I gotta drink some of that shit. Flapping my gums over here. And then we're gonna get one more card from here. And then I'm gonna go check out my sister while I eat my dinner. Yeah. So those of you who have been rocking with your girl for the reading or end up watching later, I hope that you decide to subscribe. Hope you like it. Hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. I love y'all. One more card. I know, right? Like, this is how I read now. It's like I have a pattern. So like, you know, if I do anything different than my pattern, then I know I have to see those cards. But like, you know, just certain things I have to see. Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. See how they have their arm around each other? And there's people in your corner that, you know, there's people, okay, so as Latsky explained to me earlier, if the left side of my nose starts itching, that's like past energy. If the right side starts to itch, just incoming energy or future energy. I'm getting that in the past. Maybe some of you guys, you know, had a hard time with asking for help and stuff like that, and maybe like people in your energy weren't worthy of you asking for help, right? So now they're just saying there's people that you're about to build these new bonds with. So just keep in mind that, you know, there are people that are worthy of reaching out to when necessary to work on yourself and build yourself up, and vice versa. Bottom of the deck we have align your intentions with your actions. Make sure that the things that you are working on and doing are in alignment with where you're trying to head at this time. Top of the deck we have believe in yourself. Yes, exactly. Believe in yourself. Unleash your inner unicorn. You're a fucking miracle. I said that shit before. You guys are absolutely freaking amazing, and you don't listen to that shit. That if there's anything I want to beat you up about, it's that. But no, seriously, you guys are the best. You have to see it in yourself too, though, right? Middle of the deck we have you are perfectly beautiful, just the way you are. Almost dropped all those fucking cards. I'm happy I did not. I called them before they fell. But yeah. So with all that said, you guys are the best. And yeah. So thank you for rocking with your girl for those of you who watched both readings. That was like 3 hours, bro. Like that's wild. I haven't read that long in a while. But yeah, you guys, you have a great rest of your night. Get some sleep. Eat some dinner if you haven't done so. I'm about to eat now. But yeah, like just mellow out. You know, put some soft tunes on in the background. Take a bath if that's your thing, depending on how late it is for you, because you know that takes time. Light some candles, like some incense, you know, whatever your way of mellowing out is for you, for your self-care, right? Do something nice for yourself to, you know, bring yourself to that energy of just feeling your zen. But big one right now for some of y'all is that energy of being able to hydrate. I decided to just pick this deck up because I felt guided to do so. I said, oh, I'm not going to read from the bottom. I lied. Make a vision board. We talked about this the other night. There's You might be seeing the numbers 3 and 6 a lot. I'm getting that energy, and you're feeling guided to do so. Epsom salt. Yeah. Yes, I like that. I like that. Spend time with animals. You might have a pet. Spending time with your pet at this time could be beneficial. Can't make this shit up. There's a reason why I decided to just, it was right here on my hip, and I was like, I have to pick this up right now, and I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna read these other cards. And health checkup. I know I need to make a physical appointment, so I know I resonate with this. I gotta make a physical appointment and a dentist appointment and a womanly appointment, because I haven't been to the gynecologist in a while. Because in my head, I was like, I always associated going to the gynecologist with like, oh, I'm fucking, so I need birth control. Like, like I'm just being honest. I've always associated it with that, but now that I'm getting older, like it has nothing to do with that, and I need to make sure that my womanly health is good. Like, I'm not having sex, but I should still make sure that I'm, doing okay down there. I've never had any issues, but I'm getting older. I might need a mammogram soon and things like that. So like, my mom just had hers on Friday, and I was like, how did it feel, Mom? I heard that like they take your boob and they like put it on like a slab, like boom, and then like smush it down with a thing. She's like, it doesn't feel good. And I was like, great. That's exactly what I was looking forward to, Mom. Thank you for the confirmation. It's like, what the fuck, I don't want to do that shit. But when you got big ass titties on top of that, like, I don't know what's worse. Is it big titties or little titties when it comes to putting it on that slab? Like, because my mom was like, she like took it like boom. Like the lady. Just like, well, shit, Mom, I'm like a little bit bigger than you, and if they did that to your boob, and they're gonna do that to mine, that shit gonna fucking hurt. Like, let me just taking my shit around, like, and putting it on a big ass slab and like smushing it. Like, what the fuck? Ow. Does not sound like it feels good, but whatever. The whole point is, some of you guys might resonate with the idea of needing to make your appointments for yourself, right? Different appointments for whatever the reason may be, do what you gotta do for yourself, what did my girl just say? I am going to be 40 next year, so yeah, getting up there. Okay. 46? No freaking way. I thought you were like closer to my age. I would have never thought that. Girl, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers though. 4 people and 6 likes. Girl. How is that for synchronicities and angel numbers, right? All right, we gotta go check out our girl because she's on live right now. Okay, so we already missed probably like 10 minutes, so we gotta go head over there. But hi Red. Yeah, so I'm gonna close this out. I love you guys. Red, if you want to check this out from the very, very beginning, and people who end up tapping in later, I'm gonna close this out because I've been on here for over an hour. And this was a really good reading. So focus on yourself, guys. Love yourself some more. All that stuff. Believe in yourself some more. That's a big one. But yeah, with all that said, yeah, I'll tap in with you guys soon. I'll check in soon. I love you guys so very much. It's only Monday, so I'll probably tap in maybe 2-3 more times this week. So with all that said, get some rest, guys. Check out my girl, Tears and Wheat Tarot Show, who's live right now. And also, subscribe to Aya Inspired Tarot. Great readers, amazing. And until next time, my lovies. Bye. Get some rest.